about it, the more we learn as well. So, with that in mind, for those who are new, as every time, this book, The Nine Freedoms, is a channel material by the cosmic intelligence called Mars Sector 6. And basically, it describes about different steps towards advancement or ascension of humankind. So we hear a lot about ascension every time, and enlightenment, all these words, but really what it means is really well described in this book in a step-by-step manner. So that's the background of this book. So last week we were talking much about bravery, and today let us go and discuss about love. So before we discuss about the main aspects of this freedom, let us all connect to ourselves. I request you all to sit comfortably, close your eyes, clasp your hands, and observe your normal, natural breath. Check within yourself how much you are relaxed. You can use one long breath in and out just to relax. Your body must be completely relaxed in a nice posture. And make an intention to connect to that higher source within you. Be with your normal, natural breath, friends. Notice any thoughts, and gently bring back your attention to the breath. Last 5 minutes, friends. Stay in this amazing state of thoughtlessness. Become aware for these last 5 minutes of your breath. Let's slowly return to silence in this last minute. Become aware of your physical body and the place you're sitting. To understand this divine love, let us practice a small exercise. Last 30 seconds. Slowly begin your appreciation for the posture you are sitting and for your body. Appreciate your surroundings and your house. Expand this feeling of appreciation to your city, sending the waves of love and slowly expand this appreciation to the country you are in. You might already feel you are beyond the body. You might feel you are expanding, and you further expand to send your love for the entire earth, channeling this amazing energy from you, just sending these waves of beauty, appreciation, and love for this planet. Last 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, friends, you may gently open your eyes whenever you're ready. Thank you so much for another amazing meditation. Thank you for your energies. So, continuing after our first freedom, like how to summarize this first freedom bravery, let us understand this concept or like the freedom called love from this other's perspective and what we have learned so far. So, friends, the book or the background of this book starts from that we who are living on this planet Earth or the planet Terra, we don't really understand the concept called love. That's how the book starts, right? And so saying that love is not or love is most of the times expressed as emotion or like soft, whether it be it soft or violent, but still it's something is expressed. But here the knowledge tells us that love is more an energy that can be manipulated according to the person who is using it. So here comes the concept of black magic and white magic, and the person who uses with his or her intention makes it black or white. In most of the metaphysical circles. So we are told that this is a energy that we are actually living in. Like it's like fish living in an ocean, where if you ask where is water in an ocean, it's everywhere. Similarly, this energy called love is existing everywhere. So it was also told that our heart chakra has like two petals, and only one of the petal, like one part, when it is activated, we experience this emotional love in different forms, whether it's loving a kid or loving um, as a romantic love. But only when it is fully activated through this rise of Kundalini, then you experience the pure love. So that's why in this freedom, it is told that only enlightened people who ever walked on earth, they understood the concept of love. And that's why the great masters always teach also about love, which was falsely understood. So you see, friends, how it is connected from the second freedom called love to the fourth freedom, enlightenment. So only when one is enlightened, one can understand that love is pure energy, and then you one can manipulate this for the good use. So that's the background. Then my question to to you all, it would be great you can share your views of what you understand by this freedom called love. So please go ahead and unmute yourself or raise your hand. You'd like if you'd like to share something.
Hi, Shashank.
Hello, Paraji.
Uh, very nice session. I'm trying to follow your sessions, so even though if I miss in Zoom, I try to follow in YouTube. Very nice. Um, See, when we cultivate love, we overcome fear and hatred, and that is how by gaining this love, positive quality and positive energy, we overcome our fears and also our hatred towards others, other things and all. See, and that is how also they say in Muladhara Chakra, when fear blocks that chakra. So this is how when we know exactly, when we have clear knowledge, and when we forgive others, when we cultivate love towards others, I think that is a great thing, and that we can achieve a lot of things through that. That's what I think.
Wonderful, Balaji. Thank you so much. Thank you for relating it to the Muladhara Chakra as well. Um, Again, like that connects to our first freedom, bravery, right? To get over
Yes.
to this fear of the survival. Wow, wonderful. Thank you so much. And I also remember the point, like when we are here to learn opposites, right? Like unless we go really down the valley, we don't appreciate uh, the power of living on the peak. So when you take like mountain as an example, when you really on the top, you will feel bliss, absolute bliss. But it is because you know how it is in the down. So that's why once you know hatred, you will also understand what is love as well. So this is something I also learned from this.
And also to develop love, I mean, to get rid of some negative quality, you have to acquire a positive.
Mhm. So you mean something like replacing that?
Yeah, yeah. Right.
Yes.
Yes, that is how that is why even people who have lot of fears also, when they develop love towards that, and also when they have that knowledge more and more, then actually the fear, they can overcome the fear. That is how.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Balaji.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yes,
Yeah,
friends.
yeah, Shashank.
Hello, Sonaji.
Beautiful. Yeah, yeah, beautiful meditation and beautiful session. Short and sweet.
Thank you.
So, yeah, definitely your sessions brings a lot of knowledge and wisdom that we use in daily life. Yeah, so that definitely love is everything, right? So, without second thought, just give, be in love, just give love. Doesn't matter, no analysis needed. Unconditional love. So that is love. Everything will be all right once you are in that state. So we just think so many, we analyze and why that, why this. That's when we come into all these other lower qualities or negativity side. But the love, just don't need to think anything, no matter how they are, opposite people are, how your how your status is, state of being is. Just be love with you. Just don't think anything, right? So that's and again we need to learn from our emotions. We need to learn from others and all, but it starts with the love. When you are in love mode, then you can learn everything. So and you can take everything and the clarity, you will get the clarity, what to learn and what to develop on, and it connects every single thing, all other qualities. It connects to everything. It connects to hatred, it connects to jealousy. If you think it's jealousy, just give a love that turns into jealousy, into acceptance. All arishad vargas you can turn into a positive vargas by using love. So so yeah, that's just one statement. Love is everything to me.
Wow. Wonderful, Sonaji. Thank you. Thank you for reminding us that it's the greatest transmutation, right? Um, it's the greatest transmutator. It, it can transform everything.
Right.
Yeah, thank you.
Correct. Yeah. Thank you very much, Shashank,
Thank you so much,
for the beautiful
Sonaji.
book.
Thank you. Um, I also would like to ask, I would love to hear from you all. When you practiced expanding this appreciation and beauty after the meditation, like, did you feel something, or what are your experiences about this kind of expansion? Did you notice something? It would be great to hear from you.
Yeah, in my case, this is Bala. In my case, when I did more and more meditation, um, I started, uh, flowing the extra energy. Initially, I used to get a lot of shakings in my body, and I used to send energy to plants, around our house. Um, and so, and at that time, when I did not feel like plucking flowers from from otherwise I used to pluck flowers, jasmine flowers and all. After meditation, when I go out and see all these plants, and I felt so much attachment and love towards the plants. Also, I didn't feel like plucking flowers,
Mm,
and even any mosquito or any fly even gets into the house, I used to tell my husband, no, don't do anything, let it be, don't do it like that. I think naturally, we get connected to every creature, and that is how I felt it.
wonderful, Balaji. Yes, I totally can relate to this experience. Thank you so much for sharing. I now remember this wonderful book, the Celestian Prophecy, and you can also connect there as well, right? They say this wonderful energy existing everywhere around us.
Yeah.
And the more
Yeah.
you send, the more you receive.
Yes.
And
And also, in front of our house, there are three trees. Out of three, one was almost dying. We got a letter from our home association. Either we may have to replace or something like that. Then I said, "Oh my God, no, no!" So I was sending, constantly energy to that plant through my, during my meditation. And suddenly, it started, like blooming. I mean, like with the fresh leaves started coming out. And then I took a picture and sent them saying that, no, no, this is not a dead tree, it is live, and it's all the new trees. I mean, branches and leaves are started coming. And so then I felt, oh my God, this is how, the nature works. I said, this is like a miracle.
wow, this is really miracle in action. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for
And I
sharing
took a
with us.
picture. Yeah. I took a picture and sent it to them and said, no way, we cannot, this is not, dead. And because normally, after in springtime, they normally, come up, everything. Suddenly this tree took some time.
Mm.
But somehow, I said, I was sending some energy to that plant during my meditation.
Yes, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much. Um, like I do the same whenever I see the plants here in the house, um, sending this wonderful energy, and I think this is what gives us a connection
Yeah.
to us, and it makes us more sensitive to the surroundings as well.
Yes.
It's wonderful. The more we explore and experience, we understand this beyond the mind concept of love. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. And also, when we do more and more meditation, we become more and more sensitive.
Yes.
Yeah. Same thing I felt. Yes. That is
Oh,
true.
thank you so much, Balaji. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Nice,
Thank
nice.
you, Shashank.
Thank you, Ji.
Yeah, wonderful meditation. First of all,
Oh,
the
hi,
words.
Vindhya Ji. Thank you.
Hello, and it was short. It felt deep, and I like the way you asked us to expand and connect. And you are asking about expansion, so I
Yes,
could
yes.
feel that. Can you hear me? Really, I can go
Yes, yes.
inside.
I can hear you.
Outside. Yeah. So yeah, like today, my son has an interview later on, and I was trying to wish him earlier in the morning, and he was kind of little irritated. He's like, "No, don't worry, I'm fine," and so I just left him alone. But when you send that expanded energy and love, and I could actually see him kind of in my mind, and I sent it, and I felt very good. I said, if we can't connect physically, we should connect through souls, and it'll help. And that feeling was good. And even
Wow.
my dad, like I felt like I could send him energy, and he had some heat strokes. I said I can send, and I don't know if it really will go, but at least I felt good that I'm able to connect to them through this meditation. Um,
Mhm.
and more than that, today we're talking about universal love, basically. So, um, first of all, the statement you made saying only the enlightened ones know the true universal love. I'm like, okay, I'm getting there, but not there. So at least getting the taste of it. And you're right. Whenever I saw Sadhguru or anybody, I could see love for everybody in their eyes. They're so happy. There's no difference. And I was there for Sivaratri that night, and I could just see tears of joy flowing from his eye. And his and other people, that universal love, I felt I could experience. We were all one there, praying, and there's no difference. And everyone felt the same feeling of love, and there was like nothing else there, pure love. And many other masters, Patri sir too. And if you see, he has love. There's no restriction for him, anybody. And if you actually see Lord Krishna too, we all say stories, he's with so many gopikas and this, but that is the true love. He has true love for, for everybody. So there's no distinction. Um, and though it's showing for people, and like how Balaji and all shared right now, I too started feeling it's the energy, right? So when you expand and you connect with others, animals, it's easier to connect with people first and then animals and then plants. But we do, they do respond a lot more if we only observe. So I've also been observing and noticing, and like Balaji was mentioning, I also don't feel like killing. There are a lot of mosquitoes and flies coming these days. Some are coming here, and so I also am like, we need to be aware. We keep the doors open; they'll come. So just let them go. I don't try to kill, and of course, my husband is opposite. He's still not into this, but maybe one day. Like even snakes, we see around this time they come out, and before I still panic, but I just like I think they'll go away. Like yesterday, only somebody saw, and I said maybe it's like the full moon time, something. Maybe they just came out. Uh, let it go. So that feeling of let them be, and we are all one. It's kind of slowly I'm connecting and feeling it. So that is where I think the expansion is, and as energy we are all the same energy, right? So thank you for all.
Wow. Thank you so much, Vindhyaji, for sharing your experiences and knowledge. Yes, it's
Yes.
I feel the same too. The more you read, understand, and meditate, the more you connect and understand that everything is one, right? And your heart will open, and then you are more sensitive, and you um, understand whether it's a plant or even I understood that even the inanimate objects, anything, even the wall or a brick can react. So that's really very, very interesting for me. So this we made the distinction whether it's animate or life or not having life, but in the end, everything is energy. So
Yes.
that's
And
another
even
challenge for
this
me.
yeah, Kundalini rising is when we are removing blocks, right? Like how Swarna ma'am said, the root chakra,
Mhm.
remove that fear. But if we keep going higher, that's, I think, if you remove each block, right? Each the thing, and then reach the heart and the universal love. So as we are removing the blocks, we are feeling better about ourselves and others. And I think that's where the universal love factor comes, when all the blocks are removed and the energy is flowing through us, outside, inside, everywhere, right? That's what I was feeling. That's when we are one with everything. And obviously, universal love leads to oneness. Right.
Wow, that's wonderful summary of universal love.
Yeah,
Thank
actually, there is a
Yeah.
you.
saying that the Chaitanyam, the energy, life energy, it is there everywhere. It is sleeping in the rocks and the minerals and all, but it is moving in the
Yes,
plants, and it is using the mind in animals. And when it comes to humans, it uses intellect, the same
yes, Balagar.
consciousness.
I remember you saying this before also,
Yeah,
that it's sleeping in the rocks and that.
yeah.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Wow, that's a wonderful sharing. Yes. Yeah, it's
Thank you.
thank you so much. So
Yeah,
finally, yes,
yeah, this is Swarna. Yeah, yeah, go ahead,
yes, Vanuji.
Shashank. Yeah, just I was about to say, yeah, you attract people when you expand your consciousness and awareness, and you are growing in your spiritual journey, do more sadhana. Then you attract the same kind of people, similar, maybe they wanted to be in your journey, or you need to learn from someone. That's I started observing, even though I wanted to avoid meeting some people, but just somehow universe will take me there. and talk about meditation actually, and they are in a very listening mode. And
Mm,
so I feel wow. Sometimes you feel like, oh yeah, it's like why you don't want to avoid because they criticize or they it's just waste time. Why just you meditate and but yeah, universe will take you. Just we have to be in awareness mode. Just we should not reject anything. When we reject means we are using our analytical mind. So when we use analytical mind, that's wrong always. Whatever, just nature will call you. Somebody will say. So you will change their life or you will learn something. Yeah, in a recent incident, like I attended to orangutans recently, 2 weeks, and I happened to sit by same person. And first time I just told, yeah, even though I was meditating during the speech, not the performance, but then she said, "Oh, you slept." Then I said, "Yeah, I slept. I took rest." Then it was second week also said, "You slept again?" She asked. Then I laughed and no, I'm aware. Did you not see me clapping? Then he said, "Yeah, I saw you, but I thought maybe you're sleeping. You're sleeping like me." She said. Then she only told, are you sleeping or are you? Oh, then I said, like, yeah, I was aware everything. I was just simply sitting and listening by closing my eyes. Then she said, "Oh, kind of meditation." She said. Then I
uh,
said, "Yeah." Then I said, "Yes, I am doing meditation." I have to tell because I don't know whether how she's going to respond, right? We don't know
yeah.
how they are. So I kind of like doing, but she was send me. Then she only yeah, I was doing actually meditation, but I don't know whether you do meditation or not. That's why I don't want to mention it. So that's good thing. I do sometimes. She said, "Wow, that's awesome." Sometimes whenever she goes to temple, I just do sometimes. Then said, "Why don't you do every day?" Then I had a good conversation with her. Wow, you know it now. I can open up. So see, I attracted, and she brought up what I'm doing, right? So I told her, yeah, if you need anything, yeah, just we all can meditate together. That's what. So why did I? There might be something you need to deliver something to her, bring to her attention, right? So that thing, and nowadays within the family also, you have that intention with love intention and talk. They really listen to you. Okay, 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 mom, I'll do it. Earlier it was like rejection mode, but now they are very calm and I can see their energies, the calmness and all those things. So that shows that, yeah, you are making the environment, expanding your awareness within the family. So, and wherever you go. So,
Wow.
yeah,
You
that
really
was like, I felt.
summarized this freedom that we have been learning. You really summarized with your experiences and your knowledge. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Shashank. It's all your knowledge that you are spreading on to us,
No, I'm
and
the channel of
that is
this.
expanding through me. It's just as you said,
We are all one.
we are all one. Even walls, even I not knowingly I used actually. Even walls has ears. So by the son, I was telling like he
Yeah.
spend long time in the bathrooms and he doesn't open, close. And I said, be careful what you do. Walls have ears. I told him, make him
Yeah.
scared. So they do hear. I will come to know, don't they? So it is true, but in another way, talking to your kids like like kind of like scaring them, but it's true.
Mm.
So yeah, even I tell sometimes to my daughter also, like, I know you what you're doing, everything I know it. So you better open up and tell me, don't tell lies. How do you know? I know it. I'm your mother. I won't tell all these things, but yeah, I'm your mother. I know everything. So yeah, it is true. It's just we used to tell in
Use this sentence. Yeah.
physical world, yeah, just
Mm.
in a physical way or something before coming to mention, but it is true. As Bala Mama also mentioned, everyone, the Chaitanya is everywhere because it's spread everywhere, right? The consciousness is spreading everywhere. So why don't you say the walls has ears? Because it's the vibration, whatever you talk or thoughts, the thoughts through flow through the wall and come to us, definitely to everywhere.
Mhm.
So it is true. Walls do have ears now.
Wonderful. Now I know the meaning behind it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Shashank. Thank you, everyone.
Nice,
Thank you.
Sonaji. Yeah, nice sharings, really. That's what I love about this group. We all, this is a real Sajjana Sangatya. We all learn from each other. And even those things that we don't understand before, we suddenly
Mhm.
get a understanding. It's great.
Great.
Okay, nice, Sonaji. So finally, I will leave you all with this wonderful sentence from Mars Sector 6. Um, so he starts, love is an all permeating energy which is above mind. It is a third degree manifestation of the initial creative force. And we cannot at this stage fully understand love. It is something which cannot be measured even in mind conception. So I leave you all there with that. Oh yes, Madhavi, Master Madhavi, please.
Hi, Shashank. Thank you so much. And I was just listening to everyone's experience. I was not there in this journey, but I could understand, like I attended one or two sessions. And when you talk about the love, I thought that love gives you the freedom, actually. If you have that, the highest form of love from yourself or from somebody else, then you reach that freedom of everything, freedom to fight or freedom to wear, freedom to talk, freedom to do what you want, actually. This is what I learned it from my dad, actually. So that is really a beautiful sessions you deliver it. And while meditating also, I learned how to love myself. That's like inside the world, like inside of me, accepting everything, my angerness, my sadness, and also my own qualities, the good and bad both. Yeah, and to accept it and to love it, to get that the best form of me. So I thought that I will give you this hint. I mean, it's a very good session, and I always wanted to attend you because I missed somehow because of my work and everything. But I thought of getting it to you so that I can get a vision,
But it's
because
great that you joined, and you actually almost channel the same message that's given in the book.
really, oh, thank you. It,
Yeah,
thank you so much.
there
I
is
mean,
there
this
is
is
this
all
said.
from dad, not from me, actually. Like how he loved a person. I mean, it's not just because of my like a daughter, but he loved the people in such a way that there was no judgment. There was no judgment. I mean, being a woman, I was not allowed to talk to the guys or not allowed to go in the nights, and not allowed to also take some subjects. So these were the things which we didn't have, especially in Indian cultures. But my dad, like he thought in a different way, and I mean, it's completely different because he trusted me, because he loved me so much that I could experience that freedom of love. When somebody loves you, then you have the full-fledged freedom, and you are so happy and you're so joyful, really. I mean, the books what you have also read it when the session when I heard that, like with the headings, this is all about the books I really need to study out, need to go through everything.
Wonderful. You bring the joy to the group as always.
No, you are
Thank
the
you.
master. You are the one who makes us to bind and makes us to discuss everything. Yeah, that's really, thank you so much being with us. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing your knowledge and experiences as well. Thank you. So nice, masters. It was amazing discussion. Really recommend going through this book or asset podcasts and as well as Celestine Prophecy because there are so many concepts similar. It's all wonderful from different angles. So with that, masters, if you don't have any further experiences or knowledge to share, um, we will end the session now. Tomorrow morning, we will have a regular meditation session, German time, 6 a.m. Yeah, so it will be posted in the groups. So thank you so much, friends and masters, once again. And yeah, keep loving and let let it expand. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, bye bye.
Thank you, masters. Bye.